Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. I just got back from the gym, and now it is time to review the latest card evolution in Clash Royale. That's right, we're going to be looking at the Evolution Wizard. So I've actually cooked up a deck that uses Xbow with the Evo Wizard. It's more commonly known as FireBow. One of my good friends, Hunter, does play quite a lot of FireBow, which is just Xbow with the Wizard. But in today's video, I'm going to be trying to take a look at the Wizard objectively and analyze it as an evolution. You know, have our first impressions and first looks at the card, and see just how viable it might be in this new meta. So first of all, it's one card cycle. Let's take a look at the stats. There's actually no visible stat differences. This is something they've wanted to do for a while now, I believe. They're preventing new evolutions from getting any stat buffs compared to the base forms. For example, the Evo Firecracker, the Evo Archers are getting nerfed to now die to arrows and not have any bonus HP, which is pretty interesting, I suppose. But you can see that essentially the gimmick of the Wizard is that it's outfitted with a fancy fiery shield, and upon breaking, the shield explodes, which deals damage and pushes nearby enemies back. It is one card cycle, which is pretty important. I'd say if it was two, I think it might be one of the worst evolutions in the game, but just because it's one cycle, it does have potential. It costs 5 elixirs, so, you know, it makes sense for it to be as low as one cycle. And the shield hit points are 457, and it does 336 explosion damage. It also does a metric ton of knockback. If any troop is on the Wizard and it breaks the shield, it'll get sent flying. So I think this is a pretty interesting card. You know, when I saw the Evo Wizard release at first, I thought it would be more than it is. I thought it would have some kind of spell effects where it would do different things, maybe with its attacks, but it looks like the main gimmick is just the shield that can also break. I think the most important thing about the shield is that it's going to enable the Wizard to survive all spells on the opposing side of the board, where you can't just fireball it or rocket it or anything. I think you can still poison log it and maybe kill it or almost take it out. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but it's going to survive a rocket. You know, it's going to survive a fireball. The shield is very strong. I believe it survives a log. It survives arrows, so it's essentially unkillable on the other side. I think even lightning is just going to take the shield off and not actually hit the Wizard again. So very interesting mechanic there. I think it's going to be pretty curious, and it should do quite well. It'll help with the Wizard survivability a lot. I hope people in mid-ladder aren't going to cry too much about this, because I know Wizard is a big mid-ladder card, and many people are, you know, upset about it already. But we're going to be playing with this FireBow deck. I'm playing with the Evo Wizard, of course, and the Evo Tesla. We'd also have the Tornado to hopefully synergize well with the Wizard. I've been playing a little bit of it. I beat Giant Graveyard here. I have a great clip against Giant Graveyard. Maybe I can show that to you guys later on. I'm going to try and get some live matches for you today. We're currently relatively high up, I suppose, on Path of Legends, just reaching higher up, haven't lost yet. So yeah, with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into the live gameplay. So we found our first match against Azalin. Let's give him good luck. And not something I would traditionally do, but I'm actually trying to cycle my Wizards as early as I possibly can, because I want to get to the evolution. He says the WoW. Maybe he recognizes me. I'm honestly just going to go for the Xbow just because he's not doing anything, and it's a relatively safe play. Goes for a Ram and then a Barb Barrel. I'm just going to go for the Wiz, to be honest. I can't really protect it, but I think this is fine. I'll also log to reset the Ram. And the Wiz might actually cook here, guys. Yeah, it does. Wow, it's going to get dashed on by the Bandit, unfortunately. And that's going to put in quite a lot of work. But it's still going to kill the Bandit. It does not get a hit on the Little Prince. Unfortunately, it dies just in time for that. But I'm going to go for my Knight now, as well as Skeletons. He does not have Zap and Cycle, so they should put in quite a lot of work. And we're actually chilling. He goes for the Mother Witch too, which is a little frustrating, but I could maybe activate King off of this. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, I'm going to get the King Tower activation. Beautiful. So I'll take a bunch of damage here, but I'm honestly fine with it. I'll just, you know, let this go. And we do have the Evo Wizard now, guys. So I don't know what to do. Like, do I Wizard the back or do I Tesla? I think I'll just Tesla to get back to my Evo Tesla as well. We took quite a lot of damage there. I could have obviously committed to the Mother Witch, but I wanted to kind of hold on to my elixir. Goes for a P.E.K.K.A. So I think this is time to use the Wizard, guys. We're going to use the Wizard Evolution right now. As you can see, he has this fancy purple robe and this new shield, which it's going to get poisoned, and it's going to survive through the poison. Now the shield's going to break. It does not actually knock back the P.E.K.K.A, so that is interesting. But we're going to get a positive trade on that, because he went for a P.E.K.K.A plus a poison. So I'm just going to go for a Knight to predict an LP, possibly. We did predict it, I believe. Yep, very nice. Then if he goes ability, I'll just log to obviously knock it back. Yep, there it is. So log, just to, you know, keep this Guardian at bay. And we're going to get another lock. I could NATO this, but I think it's not worth it. I I'm going to be content with my lock. And so the wizard didn't do too much in that one instance because, unfortunately, the shield does not knock back heavy troops like a P.E.K.K.A, I believe. But otherwise, it put in quite a lot of work, I want to say. And we're still going to get quite a lot of work here. We're going to force out a poison, which is nice. You know, I think that's a decent synergy, considering it's going to force spells out where the Xbow can't really get spelled as a result. And I'm going to go for the Wizard NATO, guys. Look at that. It's going to splash onto the LP. We do see the Evo Ram now, which is a little problematic, but I'll go for my Evo Wiz as well. And that's going to put in a lot of work too. He gives the oops right there. And I do have some dual lane pressure here. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for the Xbow on the left, and then Knight to protect my Wizard in the right. And I am not sure how my opponent can stop this. Yeah, he's kind of struggling. I'm going to go for the Evo Tesla to reset. And now the Wiz is going to cook, guys, on offense as well. It's going to put in a lot of work. Look at that. The shield breaks. It's still healthy, living it big. I can just Fireball to take the tower. And the Wiz took so much of the tower on the other side. That's actually ridiculous. So that's going to be GG's right there. Beautiful win against P.E.K.K.A. Honestly, I would say that showcased the Evo Wiz pretty well. I mean, it did survive the poison relatively nicely. You know, it had the shield to soak up a lot of the poison damage. After the fact, it did kind of die to the P.E.K.K.A. The shield didn't do too much, but it was still pretty nice. I'm trying to get more value out of the shield, though, if I can. I want to have a situation where maybe I can use the Evo Wiz on defense and just get that shield out. So into our next match against Ultimate Cracker. Let's just Wizard first play. It's risky. Traditionally, I would probably Knight with this hand, but I want to get back to my Evo. Oh, Night Witch is a great sign. I don't like seeing Night Witch very often, but because I have the Evo Wizard, I feel like it's actually not bad. Monk is a bad sign, however. That's not going to be very nice. Thankfully, he goes for the ability pretty late. Wow, the Wiz is splashing. Okay, it wasn't splashing the tower. I thought it was, but it wasn't. Tesla's still putting in work. I'm going to go for the Xbow now because he just committed quite a bit on that, and I can maybe make something happen. Bowler, of course. So we're against Monk right now, guys. Not what you want to see at all. This is going to be super frustrating, but at least I can activate King off of this Firecracker. Definitely going to do that right now. So I'm going to go for my Knight, activate King off the Firecracker, because that's going to be super helpful. This is looking like a really annoying match. And the Firecracker does live. He's going to protect it. He may. No, he doesn't, so that's okay. I'll just log now. And I'm not sure what this is. It could be like beatdown is what I would guess. Okay, Ram is interesting. I'm going to get back to my Tesla real quick. And I think I need to because my Duchess will be low afterwards. But yeah, I'm at a little bit of a loss because I can't really do too much when he has the Monk there. I need to like bait the Monk out somehow. Maybe like the Wiz can bait the Monk out and then I can get the Xbow to cook. I also think the Wiz can do pretty good. Okay, we do get the Monk there. Don't know why he would just cycle a Monk like that. Oh, he has a... No, dude, look at this. Void's gonna full solo my Xbow. Look at how stupid that is, dude. I can't believe it. So, yep, that's gonna solo my Xbow, man. I'm gonna have to use the Evo Wizard right now. He's gonna go ability. And I'll wait for the ability to pass, and then I'll go for my Evo Wiz. Should put in quite a lot of work, honestly. It's gonna splash everything, and yeah, just kill it. Look at that, Wiz putting in work. However, this still looks really bad. I mean, the dude literally has Void, Monk. Like, you could not ask for a better counterweight. Maybe I can get, like, some Wiz damage on the tower? Can I? Okay, that was a little too ambitious on my end, guys. I think I have skeletons in this deck, so that's, like, going to be my main counterplay against the Void. You know, when they go for the Void spell, I go for the skeletons and try and take away from the Void's effects. I think that's what about all I can really hope to do. I'm going to Fireball that instantly to take the Firecracker out before it can even do anything. Then let me kite this Monk into range. And now I'm going to go for the Xbow. Then he's probably going to Void. So I'm going to go for the Knight as well. Knight is going to take... Look at that, guys. That's the counterplay to Void right there. Knight's going to take some of the effects. And I'm going to go for the Evo Wiz. Now, I got it a bit late, unfortunately. Shield's going to be pretty useless, but it's still going to hold its own pretty well. Let me log to reset the bowler, make sure the Wiz takes it out. And just like that, we're in the lead. So as you can see, that is the counterplay against Void. You have to go for other troops. That's all you can really do. Now, I believe he has an Evo Firecracker. So that I'm a little bit worried about, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to Knight to bridge block this Monk. And then I'm going to go for a NATO. This is like a little... I don't know. But I got a beautiful NATO Fireball off of that, actually. So let me just take that. And now he's probably going to go Monk ability. Okay, never mind. He's doing this instead. Let me just log all of this. Beautiful log. And then the Firecracker should die. I'm going to Skeleton just because I don't trust that. I don't want to take a full Firecracker to the face. I still take a bunch on the right, of course I do. But there's a bowler. Monk is most likely coming down. No, he's not back to it yet. So I can Knight to protect There's the monk. I'm gonna NATO it, guys. Maybe force out the ability. Make him look stupid? No, okay. I tried. You can see what I was going for there. But anyways, thankfully my Duchess is like really low now. He voids my Tesla, which is actually going to be a pretty good void. But the void was baited out now, so now he's no monk, he has no void. This is my time to shine. I'm going to go for the bow, and we're going to try and make this wizard put in work on offense. So let me get a nice NATO to kill all of that. Beautiful NATO, I think? No, not that great. It was okay, though. Then I'll fireball to kill this musketeer real quick. Monk does come out. Let me at least block it before it crosses the bridge. Then I'll set up for yet another Xbow. I'm going to go wizard right now. Get ready to go in. Yep, I'm going to go for the bow. We're going to knight as well. He's probably going to void, so we kind of need to stop that. And let's get a nice whiz NATO right here. That's actually pretty beautiful. Then I can go for... Look at the wizard, dude. The wizard killed everything. Oh my god. I'm going to skeletons in case he goes void. And that's going to be GG's. So I wouldn't say this is like a hard counter, but the dude did have void plus monk. You know, 2 huge Xbow counters. And we put in a lot of work, so I'm actually pretty proud of that win. Again, we didn't really get to use the Evo Wizard too much in the sense that the shield didn't push anything back. That's what I'm trying to get to happen, because I have a great clip against Graveyard that I want to show you guys. I do want to do it live, though, if I can. But yeah, Void, you can see underleveled Void, solos and Expo. Like, that's so stupid. This is going to make the meta interesting for sure. But I'm still, you know, glad I was able to win. Wiz NATO is looking really solid against these mid-ladder decks, by the way. Like, it's putting in so much work. So for my consensus on Evo Wizard, it seems okay. It doesn't seem broken, honestly. I thought it might be a little broken. You know, all those clips they release early on, like, oh, this is the new Wizard. It's going to do these crazy things. It gets us hyped up. Also, I think this is Expo. I can't Tesla because it's going to be in range of his Tesla. No, it's pigs. Let me just fireball then. And does he just lose the game off of this? Mini P.E.K.K.A. I'll just Skellies for that. And that's going to distract it pretty nicely. I'm not going to Knight just because I don't want to overcommit. I think this should, this should defend the Mini P.E.K.K.A. without any hits. I could have gone Knight to get even more damage, but I don't think it was worth it. And I'm actually just going to have to Knight here because that would be like maybe 500 plus damage. Definitely don't want to take that for only 3 elixir, so gonna go for that. But guys, Wizard is gonna cook on defense here against these pigs, and I'm gonna try something against the Mini P.E.K.K.A. I'll probably go like Wizard. Oh, he has a Wizard of his own. Interesting. I'll probably go Wizard when it's evoed and try and get the shield to knock the Mini P.E.K.K.A. back. I think that would be cool. Anyway, let me just log this Wiz to make sure it doesn't get any hits on anything. And we're looking pretty solid right now. I don't know if this guy has a spell. You know, maybe he has a Void, maybe he has a Poison, an Earthquake. All of those are possibly likely, but I'm just gonna go for the Wiz the back. Pigsy Q is kind of a thing. It's gonna be Poison. Okay. So I think this does just call for an Expo, to be honest with you, because I can just fireball the pigs once more, and the Wiz is actually surviving. So, yeah, he's dead. He just spent 9 elixir. I just fireball, and that's gonna be game right there. I mean, Ice Spirit doesn't even do the job. I'm gonna Knight to predict a Tesla in about 1 second now. I think he's back. I was kind of counting his elixir. I knew he was too low to go for one too early on. He does just kind of let it go, I suppose. And he might... I hope he doesn't give up, because I do have the Evo Wizard in Cycle now. I kind of want to see it put in work against, say, the Mini P.E.K.K.A., for example. But I wouldn't be surprised if he gave up, because, you know, he kind of just got outplayed there. Weird Tesla. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, guys. See, the Wiz is shield resistant, or spell resistant now. Like, I log it, right? It doesn't really take any damage to the Wizard itself. And I can't even fireball it. Like, the shield's going to soak that up. Oh, let me show you guys this, though. Maybe look at this. So I'll go Wizard right here. And look at that shield. Wait, okay, the Wizard died, though. So I guess maybe what happened there was the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Or the Wizard took the shield of his Wizard took the shield of my Wizard off. Then the Mini P.E.K.K.A. hit the Wizard and one-shot it. I think that's what happened. So anyway, you saw the effect, though. You see all that crazy knockback. If he didn't get that other effect off, it wouldn't have really worked out that well for him. But still, you do see the benefit of Wizard potentially. Gonna go for the Wizard right now. He doesn't seem to have any great responses to the Tesla, to be honest, so he's just kind of getting cooked by that. And that's going to be GG's. Evo Tesla putting in work. Evo Wiz honestly didn't put in too much work, but it put in work against his troops. Like, it kind of destroyed everything there. And you did see the opposing Wiz, though. You can't really, like, spell it. You can't fireball log it anymore. I think that's a huge interaction. I think you can, like, log poison it. That's probably the best thing you can do in terms of spelling it off the board. But now, like, Wizard the back might actually be a pretty solid play, because you saw the opponent just do it, and I couldn't do anything about it. Like, normally I'd always just fireball log it. I'm like, oh, that's free damage, but not the case anymore. I also hope we get some Lava Hound, because Lava Hound was really popular in the last meta, and Wizard is going to put in so much work against Lava Hound, guys. We see a giant skeleton. This could be Hog Rider, I want to say, because there is a Hog Rider deck that exists out there that runs Giant Skeleton Wizard, so that's why I'm suspecting it could be Hog. We see a Bomber. Okay, I'm gonna have to... I'm just gonna Tesla. I obviously don't want to take a Giant Skeleton Death Bomb on my tower. That's not really what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, guys, the balances, by the way, have not even dropped yet. They actually did drop, but there was a game-breaking glitch that came out, and it was pretty funny. So they're reverting the balances for now. I'm gonna... Okay, what is he doing? Yo, he clones everything. Wait, maybe I can do this? Wait, is this gonna work? Ooh, okay, that actually did pretty well. Look at that. You guys saw that Wizard put in, like, pretty good crowd control, right? That was solid. He's still gonna have to respond to the Knight. I really want to Xbow, but I am not 100% sure about his Elixir. Okay, now I think he can't go Giant Skelly in time because of those archers, so I'll go in right now. And he has bats. That's really bad. Don't know why he would do that at all. That was actually, like, quite frankly, a terrible play. And I'll just Knight in case he has a zap or something. And we're just going to win right off here. So again, Elixir counting, guys, pretty big tip, especially at these lower ranges and mid-ladder and whatnot, like this Elixir counting stuff. You can win right off the bat. Like, I've been winning so early just because of how I've been able to punish them for their hard cycle and for catching them low in Elixir. So just going to center Tesla. Actually, I just realized I should be going Tesla 1 over to the other side because he has a skeleton barrel. But yeah, he has clone, guys. This is like the perfect matchup for me. He literally has like spam with clone. I have Wizard Tornado, so it's looking solid. I think he has an Evo Bomber right now. That's a little bit... No, okay. Let me do this. Look at this Fireball NATO. That was so satisfying, dude. Look at that. And yeah, that's going to defend everything. He couldn't do anything about that. And I'm going to have my Evo Wiz coming up. I'm looking forward to that. I have double Evos in cycle right now, kind of lining up my cycle nicely. So maybe I can make the Evo Wiz do something on defense here. He might do some dual lane pressure, I want to say. That would be a good play. He's just going to keep going into me, which is not a good option at all, actually. And I'm just going to bow now. I'm going to bow here because I don't want the Giant Skeleton Death Bomb to affect my Xbow. Gonna log this. He goes for the arrows. The shield does come off, but it's not really gonna hit anything, which is still fine. You know, it still is doing okay. And the Wiz on offense now, guys. Look at the Wiz on offense. Honestly, it's the same card, right? Like, you just never really see Wizard much, so it just looks so cool to me. The fact that, like, it's a purple Wizard doing stuff. I just feel like it's different, even though it's obviously not. Like, I know it's not different in any way from a normal Wizard in terms of animations or attacking or anything. At least I think so. But it just looks so cool just because of the purple robes, I guess. But we're going to try and get more. That was okay. We did get to show that one nice defense. You know, he spammed everything up, and I got a nice Wizard explosion on it. But I do want to... I had a great one against Graveyard. I'll probably show it to you guys in the next few games anyways, because I do want to show that one clip of... the Wizard against Graveyard. That was so nice. I'm just gonna pre-Tesla here. He's not doing anything, and I need to get back to my Evo Tesla anyways, so there's literally no harm in that play. And then I've actually been doing this on top ladder recently. Like, if they just leak, I'll just Tesla, then I'll just bow with it, because I mean, they can't really punish this. Like, what's he gonna do? Giant? Okay, that's super annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, that's extremely annoying. I hate Giant, but it's not gonna do that well. This might be that stupid Giant pump deck, actually. Hold up. We're gonna get a nice lock though because of whatever he's doing here. And I'm actually going to NATO to keep this lock. And I'm actually in a little bit of trouble now. I'm going to log to kill the Phoenix Egg. I'm going to let the Bomber lock on and then go Skeletons to kill it. And I think that's the most optimal defense I can get in that situation. We're going to take a bit of damage, but we do have a damage lead. He has a Knight, so this is probably Giant Lightning, dude. Oh no. This is going to be an impossible matchup, quite frankly. I'm going to whiz the back. He's probably going to Lightning, but I just want to test the waters, you know? Find out if it really is. I'm going to Fireball as well. You know, he might have a Pump or something, but Lightning decks, these like Giant Lightning versions don't run Pump, so I doubt it. If he goes Ability, that'll be a bit tough, but he doesn't, so I'm fine. I can just get away. However, he is going to go Giant the back, and I'm in a little bit of trouble now, guys. He's probably going to go Evo Bomber as well, at which point I'm going to have to, like, log NATO it, most likely. There's not much else I can do about that. So I'll just Knight, waiting for the Evo Bomber. Good Knight. Oh, Void, no! Oh my god, okay. I have to go Evo Wiz right now. It's like my only hope. And there's the Evo Bomber. Hopefully the skeletons die? Okay, they do die, and the Wiz might activate King, guys. Hold up. Come on, Wizard. Yes, that's an activation, and now I can go in with this Xbow, and I can maybe NATO whatever he plays out of range. Look at this. Wait, can I get him? Come on. Yes, we get a lock. Oh, that's so nice. Does he have a lightning now is the question. I'm going to Tesla like this to stun the Phoenix and just take it out. Log as well to reset the LP. Need to maximize this lock, and then I need to defend like my life depends on it. I quite frankly don't know if I can, guys. Dude, that stupid Void spell is ruining my entire life. Does go for the ability as well. Okay, I don't know if I can stop this, but I have to try. So I have to NATO everything. We have to get this nice Wiz NATO play, which I do really like. It's actually really fun to do. Then I'm going to Knight. He's probably going to Void the Tesla, right? So I have to Knight to block. We actually defended, dude. That's crazy. We just beat and outplayed Giant Void. Like, this video is kind of a banger, I'm not going to lie. This dude just kind of got destroyed. Playing one of the most broken decks that has one of the more broken new cards, released the Void spell, substituted into it. Like, bro, what are you doing? Losing to Xbow like that. On that note, I think it's time to show you guys a Giant Graveyard win now, just because I've been talking about it for a while, and that was a really nice instance of what happens when you can use the Evo Wiz to its full potential. So Giant Graveyard, obviously a bad matchup for Xbow, a terrible matchup for Xbow. I'll show you guys what happened near the start in double speed, so I don't waste too much of your time here. Obviously this guy's not good, that's why I was able to like outplay him and just win pretty convincingly, but bowler first play, I just matched that with a Wizard. Wizard's honestly really good against this deck though, because he has like Arrow Zap, you know? And Arrow Zap in the meta, I don't believe that kills Wizard, so that's like something going for the card. Goes for a Giant, and goes for a Night Witch, which is a big misplay actually. If he went for the Graveyard there, I might have been cooked, but just because he went for a random beatdown push like that instead, I was fine. I think I would have defended, even if he went for the Graveyard, but I thoroughly do believe he should have gone for a Graveyard, and not whatever stupid stuff he tried to pull there. Anyways, here, I'm like, okay, his cycle is terrible, and I just go in, he doesn't have a Giant, and then I think he ignores this and goes Giant opposite, like, terrible play. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Just terrible decision making on all fronts on his end. Now goes for a late Graveyard. Like, what are you doing, dude? Seriously, what are you doing with your life? This is just a Giant Graveyard player moment. Certified Giant Graveyard player moment right here. But now we can cook with the Evo Wizard. So I get back to my normal one, and I have my Evo Tesla as well, which is going to put in quite a lot of work. That is a nice Fireball. I think I'm going to get a really nice Fireball NATO. I've been getting so many of those guys, like awesome stuff right there. And here's where it cooks, guys. Look at the Evo Wiz. I'll play this on half speed. So Evo Wiz right here, going to put in work against the Graveyard, right? It's going to attack the skeletons, like slowly but surely. He does go for the arrows to take the shield off, and look at that, the explosion is going to kill more of the skeletons. And that essentially full defended a Graveyard. Like, look at that. I'm going to show that to you guys again in normal speed. But that was awesome, like, that Wizard. And I was actually really glad I thought of it in the moment, like, you know, the creative Evo Wiz play to help against the Graveyard. Look at that. Arrows, I think it takes the shield off, or a skeleton got a hit on it, and the shield exploded, killed some skellies, and the Wiz just defended for 0 damage. Like, that was just exquisite. So that's the clip I wanted to show you guys. Really satisfying. Let's get like 2 more wins before we call it a video, guys. This has been a pretty fun showcase though. I'm gonna say Evo Wiz is not a bad card. It's just not really broken, which I like. I hope they don't emergency buff it, because I need, you know, I need balance in this game. That's like all I can really ask for at this point. I'm tired of them making power creeping broken Evos like Evo Zap, Evo Bomber, Evo Wallbreakers at the time as well. They kind of fell off because of Evo Bomber, but like, yeah, I'm just a little sick of it. And I think we're against Golem. This is perfect. This is literally perfect. Because either, whether it's E-Golem or Golem, like, this is perfection. I can showcase exactly how good the Wizard can be on defense against a deck like this. Like, that's just perfection. So I'm going to go in. If he goes Golem, I don't really care. Really bad Night Witch, by the way. Like, minor. Okay, let me NATO to keep the Wiz alive. Hold up. Yeah, that was a great NATO. And we're going to now get a nice lock. And now what does he have for this? Like, Princess? What? I'll just log that, and now what do you have for this? All skeletons to predict whatever he plays. Okay, log. I could not have predicted a log. Never mind, guys. It's not Golem. It's like Princess. What? Anyways, that's already game over, honestly. But we have an Evo Wiz. Oh, I know what to do, guys. I'll Evo Wiz the E-Barbs if I can. That would be such a cool play. Unfortunately, though, my Tesla's too strong. Like, I just center Tesla. It's such a good play against this deck, because no matter what he plays, it just goes into my Tesla. And if he ignores it... Oh, it is Golem. Okay, beautiful. So I think I'll just Wizard. I know I wanted to save it and show you guys like how it's going to do against E-Barbs. I can maybe try and do that later. Right now, I still need to defend this massive Golem push, and my Tesla's pretty much about to die. So Yeah, on the bright side though, if he goes for a spell, it won't kill the wizard. Like, look at this. Wizard's gonna survive anything he does to it. So, E-Drag. Let me NATO to keep this alive. Okay, that didn't work as well as I wanted it to at all. But the Wiz is putting in work on defense. Yo, hold up. And now I can just get a nice fireball on everything to kill all of that. And, okay, we're still... I still have to commit to this. Oh, man. I didn't want to commit to that, but I have to. God, okay, that was bad. That was bad, that was bad. I should have... Wait, why is it Golem Miner as well, by the way? What? Anyway, I should have done more. Golem comes down, that's fine. I'm gonna have to defend this one better than last time. I will have another Evo Wizard, though, courtesy of that satisfying one cycle. Like, one cycle Evos are pretty fun to play. So I'm gonna go for a Wiz. I'm gonna go for a nice NATO this time to kill that E-Drag, hopefully. I need that E-Drag dead, dude. That has been causing problems for me. Okay, the E-Drag is not dead. I'll have to Knight to protect my Wizard, though. We will get the protection off, and I'll go Xbow. Hopefully he's too low in Elixir to go for a Golem. If not, I'll be pretty sad. He goes for a Princess. He does not have enough, I'm pretty sure. E-Barb's Wiz gonna kill them, right? Look at the Wiz. Oh my god. And that's gonna be a good game. Yup, beautiful. Unfortunately, guys, I couldn't show you the Evo Wiz with the shield effect, helping out against the E-Barbs. That was like the one interaction I wanted to show you in this game. But nonetheless, you could see it put in a lot of work on defense there. Even if it wasn't Evo, though. Like, I think the Evo Wizard shield is a little bit of a gimmick. I think the biggest utility for sure is going to be in the form of spell resistance, as I said. Because you can't fireball it, you can't lightning, you can't rocket. Only poison does okay against it, and that's just okay. It doesn't even do that well. Because the shield will take up, like, most of the poison ticks if you poison first. I think you have to, like, log then poison. But, yeah, Wizbow, Firebow, it's actually doing pretty good. I might make more videos, guys. Let me know if you enjoy this, by the way. Like, I know, I'm not trying to steal Hunter's thunder. Again, he's a good friend of mine. It's so dumb, guys. I made a video once, like, doing mid-ladder, and someone was like, oh, you copied Hunter. Like, no, I didn't, dude. First of all, we're good friends. Why would I copy him? Second of all, like, two content creators can have the same video idea. Like, I can't believe that's a foreign concept to you guys. But, anyways, Fisherman's gonna go into the middle. No, it's not. Okay, I have to Knight, unfortunately. Still gonna take some hits from that RG. But depending on if it's Fireball or Lightning, Wizard might get value. I think he's not back to RG yet, so I'm gonna go for an Xbow. A little risky in case he is back to RG, but I think he's not. Yeah, he goes for the cage. So he might get a lock right now, and if not, it'll still be a pretty solid Xbow overall. Oh, I have an idea, guys. I actually have a good idea right now. Check this out. I'll go like that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that was amazing. Okay, yeah, that Wizard actually put in work. That actually put in work. That got me a big lock. So that is one instance of the Evo Wizard doing its thing, you know, just getting me an Expo connection. And just like that, I'm in the lead now because of that. So that was great. The problem now is that he has an Evo RG in cycle, and he's probably going to try and use it to screw me over. So I'm just going to... Okay, goes like that instead, huh? I don't understand why people Evo RG the back. Like, on the one hand, sure, RG the back is a good play. But on the other hand, like, Evo RG's whole point is that when it attacks, it does special things. If you played it in the back, it gives me so much time to react and defend it like this, so... Not really sure what that's about. Anyways, though, I'll just log. That should full defend everything. Yes, it will. Very nice. So I think he's back to RG. That might be the play he's going for right now. I don't even have to respond to this, though, because Duchess is so busted. I'm going to cycle my Wiz in the right lane just because I don't know what a spell is, and I don't really want to find out the bad way. So... Tesla is going to get those double pulses. I love Evo Tesla and its pulse, dude. I just love it so much. And we're going to get a charge. No, we're not. Okay, very nice. Log to kill the Firecracker. Did not expect him to do that at all, to be honest. Get a lock. He's probably going to RG now. Is he? What's he doing? He's going to give up? No, he's not going to give up. He's just panicking. Okay, then. I'll just fireball the tower, I suppose. I mean, Evo Firecracker's out now. Okay. Oh, let's try this, guys. Let's go Evo Wiz. Let's see what the shield does against the RG. Okay, actually, I just realized it doesn't do anything against Royal Giant. My bad. Yo, RG does, like, no damage, though, to the Wizard, though. That was pretty good. That was a nice full defense right there. And I can now go Skellies. He's back to his RG, which is not a concern at all. I'll literally just Knight to predict it. Yup. NATO it all the way back. Get a Wiz to DPS it. Log it back as well. And we should take, like, one hit max. So, GG. Very nice win against Royal Giant. And that... is pretty much going to be it. I think I'll call it there, guys. A little bit of a shorter video. I obviously still have some time in me. Like, I feel like I could do more games, but I feel like what has to be showcased about this card has already been showcased. Like, I think the best example was either when I got that lock against the cage. or the brawler rather, on my Xbow and I got a connection, or probably when I was able to get that explosion against the graveyard. Like, that was a great instance of Evo Wiz doing its thing. But otherwise, I feel like it's mainly just spell resistance that puts in work, you know? It's not like the wizard itself is going to be like suddenly broken or anything. It's just going to have longevity. It's going to survive, and I think that's important. You know, I think one of Wizard's biggest weaknesses is that it literally just dies to a fireball log or a poison on the other side of the map. And this is like the whole point of it, you know, that shield, it's going to put in a lot of work against any melee troops. It's still weak against ranged troops, by the way, like a queen or whatever will be immune to it. An opposing wizard, a musketeer, for example. So it's just a nice little thing, I suppose. I mean, I do like that they tried something new, and I also, again, really like that it's not immediately game-breaking and ruining the meta. Like, I feel like if they did go in that direction, such as what they did with the bomber, that would not be good for us. So I do hope that they just continue to, you know, just be kind of chill about things and not really do anything too terrible with the new Evos. I feel like balance is very important. And as you guys can see, I didn't exactly do any ladder on this account last season. I was able to do some on Legendary Pop, reach 3.2k, but didn't finish there. But we'll try and bounce back this season, I suppose. But anyways, that's about it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the FireBow showcase and the Evo Wizard. Let me know what you guys think about this card. I think it's going to be pretty solid, but it is still going to be a little niche. You know, I think it makes the Wizard better. One cycle is nice, but LP is still breaking the game right now in terms of balances, and it did dodge a nerf in the recent balances, so I don't really see any reason to use Wizard over Little Prince, to be honest, but we'll see how it does. Void Spell also looks super strong, but also pretty niche, like in certain scenarios, not just free, broken in every single scenario. But that's about it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Evo Wizard yourself in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.